Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the NECA Lord of the Rings 1/4 Scale Deluxe Smeagol. That's right, with The Hobbit now in theaters, you know it's time to get some awesome new merchandise, right? And straight out of his appearance from the Lord of the Rings movies comes this awesome deluxe Smeagol. Now, Smeagol comes in window box packaging, which fully showcases the figure within. The box is done with a mostly blue motif, with the Lord of the Rings logo, and on the side of the box you got a nice shot of Sauron's finger with the one ring on it. And then the back of the packaging gives us a shot of the figure within, as well as gives us some information on the Smeagol character. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy outside of the packaging. Now, this is a 1/4 scale figure, so this Smeagol stands roughly around the 11-inch mark when you've got him fully standing upright. Now, of course, the figure does mostly sit in this crouched over position, so there's a good chance he's going to be standing slightly shorter than the 11 inches when he's displayed on your figure shelf. Now, the sculptors at NECA did an incredible job on this guy. This is just beaming with detail and personality. They did a great job of capturing not only the likeness of the character, but also the personality of the character in the face sculpt here. I mean, just take a look at that. He just looks horrified or completely scared, like Smeagol should. He's unsure of himself. You can tell that he's kind of fighting with these inner demons, fighting with the Gollum side, and you can really see that in the eyes here. They've got a nice gloss coat over them, so the eyes kind of have this nice shine to them. And then he's just got these great bags under his face. He's got the little frown, and you can see his wretched little teeth poking out. It's a very lifelike face sculpt. It's beautifully done. And the details don't stop with just the facial features. You'll notice on the back of his head that he has real hair sticking off the top. It's rooted, and the top portion of the hair is all glued to the head. That way it kind of lays and strands the way it's supposed to, but then it dangles freely off the back of his head underneath that. And look at the details on items such as his ears. I mean, they're so wretched and disgusting looking. All over his body there are little blemishes that make his skin really stand out and look lifelike. And then taking a look at his fingers on his hands, I mean, he's got those really long, kind of skinny and wretched-looking fingers with the really dirty and, really nasty-looking fingernails on the tips. His feet are exactly the same way, with even more detail than the fingernails show. This guy looks like he leapt right out of the movie screen, and it's an incredibly lifelike little piece. Of course, it's not life-size, but you would swear that this thing is real when he's sitting on your desk. That's how good both the sculpt and the paint job are. You sit there, you stare at him, and you're just waiting for him to start crawling around, screaming about his precious. It's amazingly done. Now, one of the other great things about this is the fact that he features 25 points of articulation, so you can also get him into some of those great poses seen right in the films. So let's go ahead and take a look at what all he's got here. The head is on a ball joint, so it's able to rotate both left and right and move up and down. The shoulders are also ball jointed, so you can move them outwards, rotate them forwards and backwards. He's got swivels at the bicep, as well as a swivel right above the elbow and the standard elbow joint. His wrists are on ball joints, so they can rotate all the way around. His torso joint is also ball jointed, so it can swivel left and right, up and down, and it can rock all the way around. The loincloth piece that he's wearing is made of a soft, flexible plastic, so it doesn't hinder the movement of the hinge joints at the thighs. His legs can move outwards and move forwards and backwards. He has swivels just above the knees so he can rotate his legs, and then his knee joints just move standard forwards and backwards. You'll notice that the way that the legs are sculpted, though, the legs don't go completely straight. Then he also just has ball jointed ankles there so you can rotate the foot all the way around. It's an amazing amount of articulation that's going to allow you to pull off some really great poses with this guy. I think it's safe to say that NECA has done an incredible job with this 1/4 scale Smeagol figure. The articulation on the guy is awesome, and the plastic is nice and sturdy feeling, so it doesn't really feel like you're going to break any of the joints when moving him around. So you can get him in some great poses, and then again, that sculpt is breathtaking. He is so lifelike that I just can't stop staring at the guy. As soon as I pulled him out of the box, I was completely blown away by how awesome this figure looks. Now, one of the other great things is that if you're not really a fan of Smeagol and you'd rather have a Golem, well, NECA has also released a version of this exact same figure that has a Golem head sculpt. So if you'd rather have the meaner version of the character, you can grab that one too. Or hey, grab them both and display both personalities on your shelf side by side. The NECA Lord of the Rings 1/4 Scale Deluxe Smeagol is already in stock at many online retailers, and it's limited edition. So if it's something that you want, and if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, I would say that you probably do, I would act fast and grab one of these today.
These are Hobbitses. The Hobbitses, my friends. Tricksy Hobbitses. Until next time.